Spam is luxury compared to South Sea.
On a
Oh
butter
yeah,
deal.
hell yeah. My man know Joe know the struggle. Joe know the struggle. But no, but
That
look,
struggle food right there.
this
Yep.
this the conversation that's probably not being had. I'm seeing what she's saying. I see the tears and all of that, but I see some.
Diamond jam, got the tea in the grill. Spilling true bombs, daily drip. I squad flex, yeah, I never skill. Story so fresh, let the vibe.
Let's talk about money. Let's talk about the money. Can you lower my bills, right? Can you lower my bills, meaning the actual things I have to buy day to day? Well, not that you have to eat eggs, but you do have to eat food. And so, can you lower my food bill prices? Let's go back. Both of them said, I'm going to lower your prices. Both of them. Kamala said this, and so did Trump. So from the people's perspective, right? Drop some drip in the comments if you felt like regardless, we're being promised the same thing. So that to me was kind of like, I don't want to say, I guess like kind of a moot point, but that was one of the promises is that they would drop prices. Let's fast forward 2025. Baby. No, prices have not dropped. We are still over here paying bread for bread. Okay. Like it's almost looking like maybe we should consider the barter system. It might almost be worth it. It might almost be worth it. So Cash Pay, I don't know if you're quite ready yet, but definitely one of the things that people have been complaining about is the prices of food. Another thing before we get into our clip, we could also talk about how people pay for food. So once again, my international drippers, drop some drip in the comments. Let us know if this is not prevalent in your community. In our community, we do have community as being the American community, that we do not necessarily have the majority of households as being like a married household. That's probably not a married two-parent household. I would say that's probably not the norm from a statistical perspective. And so because of that, we do have a lot of single moms who have to work, or even probably single dads too. Now, when we combine these two things, right, we're talking about prices are crazy. Then you have a single parent who has to essentially compete against a two-parent household, right? So when we're going into elections and everybody's thinking about this, I think when people are in the space where they make the decisions, they don't think about this. So you got a single parent that's got to work, maybe a minimum wage job, maybe maybe they work in fast food retail, maybe they work, really like a factory job, right? Like those are like very, you got to stand up a lot. It's just a lot that they have to do. And when we keep that in context, as we look at this clip, remember, I just told you about your bread. I'm talking about literally bread, cost bread. Okay. Like, so these people are working very hard just to pay for literally bread. They're not going on lavish vacations. This is not like I'm going to Kick It Island. Like these are people trying to pay their bills. Okay. As we watch this video, I want
But
to keep that
instead, you
in.
gotta put some double cheese on your double cheese, as my
Ain't no
man
double cheese.
Bang
You
said.
got to split that cheese between you and your baby.
We gotta melt that. We gotta slice it in half and melt it a little bit and try to spread it.
Then you got your boyfriend coming over. He want to eat 75%. So now you and that baby splitting 25.
And don't go to sleep because we
I be
drinking
missing
whip
out
juice.
on my kids' life and I work a lot. So I be having to provide for them. And I really don't be having time to spend with them. And it hurts me a lot.
Nakia Hamilton is a single mother of 3 here in Colombia. She works 12 hours plus to provide for her children, even if that means doing it all by herself at this Burger King on Broad River Road.
One of my employees just quit on me. And they ain't had nobody else to come in. So I had to work
They
by
probably
myself.
had nobody else for their baby.
do the dishes, do prep, do the floor, do front counter, drive through. There ain't no shutting down drive through and let people come in because it's too much trying to run and take orders and got to run back. So
y'all need to get her some help up in here because she busted her behind. She's doing everything she needs to do to make sure everybody is okay up in here.
In this TikTok video, you can see Hamilton working by herself, and thousands of people on social media had questions.
And then last night I closed again by myself last night. I finally got help today. And she been here since 11 o'clock. She about to close with us at 11. So we just ain't got no employees. Nobody want to work no more.
Still, even after what happened here that day, Hamilton says she's doing it all for her children and thanks her manager for giving her the job.
I wouldn't have no job because I do have a record. And it's hard to find a job with a record. And by grace of God, she gave me a job. So that's the only reason why I stayed for her.
Stay up to date with.
You know what?
They were jade.
We worried about bread, but you sitting there with them Ian's
Cosplay.
Crafter specials, trying to be cute with them braids.
She was trying to join Dragon Ball Z team. So
I mean, so I just want to put in context, right? Like, do y'all think Johnson Drip in the comments? Y'all think that lady wanna work like that? Y'all think that lady wanna work like that?
Yes.
Y'all think she wanna work like that? I don't, and I think that to me, I'm gonna put in my 2 cents, and it looks like we got a comment, but I'm gonna put my 2 cents in that she is doing what she needs to do because prices are still high, and this is like low-key bamboozling, like no matter, but to be fair, I feel like no matter what, we was gonna get this in 2025. What this comment say?
South meat looks more and more appealing with these.
that's old school right there.
Man, with the crackers.
South meat.
I don't
But
even
see,
know
that-
what that
My
is.
grandpa
What is
was-
that?
South beef is real
She said
cheap. That's
she-
the
I don't
that's
even
the
know
pork
what
nobody
that
wants.
is.
You could tell she don't know what South meat is.
Yeah, that's that privilege life. You don't even know what South meat is.
I've had
That
spam.
South
That-
meat is like the last end of pork that people don't normally eat. That's spicy as hell. That's what South meat is, and you eat it with some crackers. And when you broke, it go a long way. But this the thing. Don't ask me how I know. I'm from the
It's
struggle.
close to Vienna. It's like Vienna sausages or sardines. It's like
Eh,
with spam. It's
Oh,
along
okay,
them
okay.
lines.
Exactly. But the
I've had
thing is,
spam. I mean, spam is like in that same vein, right?
spam is luxury compared to South meat.
On a
Oh
buttermilk.
yeah, hell yeah. My man know Joe know the struggle. Joe know the struggle. But no, but
It's
look,
struggle food right there.
this
Yep.
this the conversation that's probably not being had. I'm seeing what she's saying. I see the tears and all of that, but I see somebody that's working a lot of hours to maintain a lifestyle that they've created.
What?
And I'm gonna just be yeah, and that's what it is. Because what happens is that when stuff go up, what happens with a lot of our people, and I'm gonna say our people, is that we have trouble with letting go of things and cutting back. We
So what
want to
you wanna do, cut one of
maintain.
these kids? What you want her to do? She didn't say she was
Nah.
out kicking there or nothing. What you want her to cut?
She's not gonna say that, but her braids and her contacts tell a whole nother story.
So you wait, hold on.
Her
So
braids
you-
and her contacts
wait.
tell a whole nother story.
Wait. So what you saying is, if you that broke, go to work looking broke, like broke down.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm saying that there when you struggle like that, you learn to do and live without certain things.
Or you
There
do it
is some
yourself, to
cutback.
be fair. Yeah,
Or you
I
do it
learned how to
yourself.
do my own.
There's some cutbacks coming in somewhere, because for one, as a parent, the kids is the ones who can't really feel the struggle. The parents can feel it. The kids they're not gonna even know what the struggle is in a black household when you really on your grind. Kids
Well,
don't know what's due.
well, you might have some struggle, but then they don't know any different. So
That's my point.
That's part of where it comes from. Yeah.
Because it turns into we got food at home. It turns into your shoes don't really look that bad. Ain't nothing wrong with them damn shoes. You can wear them shoes for at least 8 more months. Right?
Your feet gonna be busted.
Because I
No, I'm saying what I'm saying because
yes,
that's parental code for I ain't got it.
I ain't got it, or I'm not
But-
finna do it.
Or I'm not
gonna
finna do it.
I'm not finna do that.
What she say? I gotta work 12 hours at a burger joint flipping burgers trying to make it work. She ain't talking about that iPhone bill or them iPads or whatever they got at the house, or whatever luxury streaming situation she got popping off. And I'm telling how many subscriptions is coming off that Cash App card. We don't know.
You're right. When I think about, I remember when I graduated college, and one of the things my parents were telling me, I was telling them like, "Oh man, I got student loan debt. Like this is trash." And they like, "Well, I guess you about to live within your means." And I'm like, hold on. I'm like, I have 3 jobs. I've been living in my means. But as I got older, and like they kept saying like, make sure you budget. Now, I was very much a budgeter, but that's what they mean. Like, if you ain't got it, like you can't get the iPhone. And I used to not have an iPhone. I had Androids at a certain point because I had Android money. No shade to Android, but Android has a much more affordable phones that you can choose from because there's so many of them. So I'm not being shady. I like shout out to the
No, that's
Pixel,
the
it's
real.
actually a good
That's
phone.
being honest.
Shout out to Samsung. But I'm just saying, like an iPhone, there's stuff that comes with it, right? You drop that bad boy, it shatters. So you might as well go get the insurance. You got to do all this extra stuff just to have an iPhone. That's just an example. And then, you know, you got to get it with a certain provider. You know, what's his name? I know we shouldn't shout them out because they're in a lawsuit. But
And I'll drop us a like too. You know what I'm saying? You know, we big up your comment, Joe. So go ahead and hit us with a like. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, Joe.
And so I'm what was I saying with that? So I'm not saying that I can't even remember where I was going. You totally stopped me in the middle of it. Go ahead.
Here, we'll pull up some that Joe pulled up. That's why I asked
about
for
buying
him
the
to hit us with
Starbucks and
that
fast
like.
food every day. That stuff is so expensive and it adds up. I got that time.
It adds up. That multiplies right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm a real quick
Starbucks
side. I
multiplies.
know we
Go
don't.
ahead,
I know we
'cause you's a
don't
Starbucks
big anybody up.
Crackhead.
But I'm gonna be real with you. The only black coffee that I do not mind drinking at the house is Folgers. I don't know why. I don't mind it. It actually is not that bad compared to like some of the other stuff. Some of the other stuff is nasty.
You know,
I drink some black Folgers.
I'm gonna say this though. I see her, and you know what else I see? Older black women that's not complaining because they know how to survive. You gonna hear black, ooh, it's high. They gonna say that, but you ain't gonna see them in tears.
Oh no, they ain't about to be in tears.
No, I'm saying not even out of embarrassment. They just like, we know how to thrive and survive.
Yeah, because they gonna tell their kid no. Like, mama, can I get the iPhone? No, you can get Uncle Jimmy phone.
Somebody gonna crack open that South meat, like my grandpa talked about. Shit.
No, they and
Make
look,
some hash with that. That's he made it for me one time, the struggle service, and I was just like, "Thank you, sir. You have now turned me into cash's pay. I will never."
My guy started morphing into Kevin Samuels right before your eyes.
Man, they not proud to hit them churches up.
That's true. Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. Explain that for the viewers.
I am talking about
from the US.
Let me break it down so it forever and consistently be broke. I am talking about my older black women.
What do you mean by the church?
Meaning, see, she don't know about that. You see,
I want you to explain it.
I'm about to explain it because some of my people know. I know Joe know what I'm talking about. Some of my people know.
Not you shouting out.
I'm shouting out folks that know the struggle. Because bottom line is, every older person you know about the church with the free food giveaways. Every older person you know, all you gotta do is tap in with, baby, come by here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can ride with me. I'm gonna show you how to eat. And they're gonna take you to that church that's giving away them canned goods. You know, they're gonna that box from the church basement. Amen. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You go down into that church and you're gonna see people there that you know. You're gonna be like, damn, what Craig and John doing here? They
playing basketball and getting this lunch.
They ain't saying nothing. They ain't even looking up at you. They in that line like this. They might cross over like this. Yeah, because they with grandma. Or the problem, man, you know I had to bring Granny up here, man. This how, whole time Granny getting him together too. Because that's what you do when it get real out here. You hit the free church because there is billions of dollars in nonprofits that's collecting money to feed people that are in the struggle. So while you being proud, it's somebody getting paid to make sure you get
Look,
that candy.
I done
That's the
volunteered at food
The
pantry,
food bank, it
and
get
I
real in the
I done
pantry.
seen cats come up there with all kind of Mercedes and everything else picking up some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
yeah, the
Because
lines be long.
there's struggle, and there's conservation.
Step into the spotlight where the vibe don't quit. Dame and Jim got the tea, yeah, they never miss a bit. Cash is pay on the beat, make you wanna dip. Odd squad in the house, let's take another trip. We got the drip, the daily